Hello, family and friends, traders, and whoever who's new to Forex. Thank you guys for joining in for this live today. My name is Ewinningstrategy, Forex trader, economist, and mentor. Today we're going to go through weekly Forex forecast for USD, USOIL, yen, some pound, and mostly USD is mostly yen this week. So that's what's been requested. And then if you have any pairs, any indices, anything you want me to cover, and Andrew asked me to do S&P, I guess we can start with NFP or NFP with S&P, but also we can maybe go through the DXY as well. Sounds good as well. Sounds as good. The video yesterday I did was of poor quality. I don't know where it came from. That bad sound. I don't know. I just literally just started today as well. The camera, the computer, everything. There you are. And it's just the same as yesterday. So, don't know. Hello, Andrew. Good. Awesome. Hello, Kasim. Welcome, everyone. Happy Easter for those who are Christians and Jews and potentially also Catholics. For those who are Muslim, I don't know what you guys do. Happy weekend. Hello, Bruno. Welcome. So, going through, I guess, we can go through S&P just to have done that already, just to be sure that, okay, fine, we have done that already. I can see that I have some from last week. Okay, good. Take that away. So what do we see here? I guess everyone can see me. Everyone can see what I see. We're all good. Good. Okay. Trading Forex is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Past performance is not indicative of future results. So, but as you do not invest money you cannot afford to lose, and invest only when you have a proven track record, and that's how you should trade. So what am I doing right now? I am seeing potential setups. Let's say that it starts to reverse again. That could be potential for me, I see. Well, you always have to believe that it can reverse against you. So you always have to make a plan. I guess it didn't fall until May. Okay, so last year we had a trade war around this time. Coming into April, we reversed around 15th on USDs and yens. 17th to 15th, we reversed, so that's coming into this week. So I have that as a risk. That USDs nowadays, even though I am bearish on USD, bearish on yen, they can still turn around and strengthen. That's what it did last year. But now we come into the crisis. Last year, this was now the beginning, okay? And the end was around June. So I believe we have moved the risk and the fear and all that a bit earlier this year. So that might not come in, but I have warned you that added risk sentiment can start happening from now and this next week. Then I want to tell you that the market is 3 months ahead. Okay, it's thinking forward. So even though this fall here is actually where the real, what you call it, the close down of the market, of the country, 12th, okay? So it's really here, all the way down here. That's when we closed down America and Norway and all that. So 12th of March. That's when WHO said, we have a world pandemic. All of this has already fallen. by the time they declare emergency. Okay, so they're already, markets are already way ahead. So now, what do we do now? Well, we can say it can continue upwards because they have pumped so much money into the market that this can go up. So I think that's a valid fundamental reason, because when the government says they will buy bonds, they will buy in the market, well, okay, this is the likely thing that's happening, and that's why it has risen. And if the government didn't do anything, it would fall. Let's see. Sure, sounds good. The XY, S&P 500, US Tech. I don't know what that is. Okay, maybe all Tech American. Okay, good. USD. Bahrain. Happy Easter to all those who celebrate. Bruno says, I'd like to listen your opinion about oil. This I listened before, but we have more news on OPEC++ and G20 this week. This ain't how you think, where you can open like a gap, or yeah. So I can do, since Andrew said first, we can do some indices, and I will do some fundamental with you. Okay, isn't that okay? Fundamentals is okay. So, and then we can do oil. That's also fundamental. So okay, we can do that. Give me 15 minutes for yours. Okay, that's a lot. Okay. So this move here until here is basically fear and pricing in a crisis, and this is after. This is during the crisis, okay? Very important. Write this down. So ahead of the crisis, it's pricing in a crisis, but this is actually a crisis. This is actually where American deaths has risen, and accordingly, they have the most coronavirus deaths in the world. The numbers are okay. I'm going to take with a pinch of salt. That's what the stats says. This is a crisis, and the market is going up. The market is going up. Interesting. So I would say maybe that this can now turn, or we just continue. Good. Is there any resistance here? There is definite resistance here. 28.86. Okay. Then we move forward. What did you say, Andrew? Andrew said US Tech. Okay, I've never heard about those ones before. We can just look at it. Tech. Is that okay? Just looking at it, it's bullish, I would say. Here there is some resistance. Here there is some resistance. Here there is support. We have come down, so we are heading higher. That's what I see. Until it makes a new low. Until it breaks this low here, we are going higher. That's what I would say about that. Okay, so Bruno says, thanks, we're awesome. We are people in here today. First of all, thank you guys for joining me. Thank you guys for joining. Without you, I wouldn't do this. So that's that. Amazing. Good. Thank you. And then DYX. Is that another one you wanted to do, Andrew? Dixie. Okay, we'll do Dixie. Okay, so I have said last week we are down. We are up. We're up. And we're going up. I can just do last week's analysis then. So and here you can see if it turns lower, it should turn lower here. If it doesn't, it just turns higher. So we are closing gaps and going higher on DAX. That's all I can say until it turns. But so far, so good. DXY. Interesting. Okay. We have risen. We have fallen. We have risen. We have fallen. This is kind of confusing price action, just as USD. But if you then say, okay, I have a bias. I want this to go in another direction. So that's what you should start with. Okay, do you want to be a buyer here? Do you want to be a seller here? Okay, so currently we have made a new pullback after this high. we have failed, but turned at support, turning resistance, heading lower. That means that we are technically lower. Okay? For me, that is technically lower until it breaks above 10 something, 1020. Then it's no longer, and if it definitely breaks above 101, okay, red alert, then you should be out as a seller. But until those prices are being held, we are continuing. Where's your target? I don't know. Are you going back to 95? I don't know. That's up to you, mate. Dixie, that's falling. That's rising. That's falling. Okay, good. Then we have, what was the next one? Next one. Any takers? Greetings from Kenya, karibu sana, Kasim. Yeah, okay. So next one is, I can do oil since we're still down here, I guess, in the fundamental area. Then we can go to Euro USD. Next pair you want me to cover, please say it loud. So I just want to do this. Okay, so what do we see with our eyes, technically, bullishly, bearishly, whatever? This is definitely going down. Okay? Definitely going down. Now, is this a reversal? I don't know. Well, they said they were supposed to have a meeting today about the OPEC, making a better deal, making it more solid. So, okay, fine. They might have a deal today. Then that makes this video irrelevant in the next minutes, hours, and then tomorrow. Okay? But there was supposed, I don't know, I thought there was a deal on Friday on 10 million, and the deficit is around 25 million, and it fell. That makes me think that the market doesn't think it's enough. If not, it would just go right straight up. Now that there is chaos, that at least what the news says, it's chaos. I don't like that. So when there's uncertainty, I can use the word uncertainty about if they will make a deal or not, this should then fall. Uncertainty in whatever is going to happen with cuts makes the US oil fall. Then, once they get a good deal together, this can go like that, okay? So be careful. And maybe this week, more than last week, more than the other week, the risk is higher. And if there is a deal, this can open up. Okay, where's the target for this week? So around 28, maybe? Around this high here, or above. If the market wants it, like, sees it as a good deal. I don't know what is going to happen today, so I'm only saying if they strike something that was better than Friday. Okay? But if nothing happens at all, will there be a gap? I don't want to trade gaps, but we might have a gap lower if there is no agreement before the oil market opens. In terms of then the risk or the uncertainty has increased. Yeah, I did US TAC, Andrew. So yeah. But maybe I did the wrong one, but it looked bullish to me. At least when I was looking at. So for US oil, we have target of 28 of the week and 20 of the week. So if you're a seller or buyer, that's your two targets, 28 and 20. We also have price coming up to 42 again. If and when this crisis or war is over. That's my small prediction. But if it's not resolved, as I've said, later on we might come down to 15 or 10. Okay, but so far 20 is a good floor and looks to be strong floor. So what is my prediction? What is my view? Stay away, wait for it to do something, and if you have a position, use stop loss, get out once your stop loss is hit, and wait for a better setup. This setup here of it weight coming down here at around 24, okay, fine. But now it's lower than 24, I wouldn't be too confident, okay? I wouldn't be too confident. So if your stop loss is near, but this can also be a buy, by the way. This can also be a buy. But if it goes down to 21, 20, you should only risk 1% per trade. Thanks for all. Still indices, DAX 30. I went through DAX 30. Okay, so are we clear on that? 28 and 20 is targets, but depending on what this, if there will be a deal, if there's a good deal, market will respond positively. If there was no deal, the market will respond negatively. Okay. Though this webinar does not contain any investment advice. Euro USD is only for educational purposes. So we're trying to learn and understand the OPEC and what they do and how the market will respond. Sometimes they respond accordingly to how I want it to respond, and sometimes it doesn't. Okay, so what are we doing here? Euro USD people. Euro USD people. We have a fall. We have a rise. All rise. We have a pullback. Okay, a bit lower than I would love to. And we're heading higher. Now, I have earlier said in this webinar that dollar strength might happen this week, meaning the trend might change. So it can be like So by the end of Friday, we have a new low. That has to be in your plans. But other than that, any pullback back to 108, 30, I guess it is. 108.80. Okay, sorry, not 108.30. That was too low. So around this price at 108.88. If price goes back there, okay, then you can look for entry again. But what I would love to see, if we're reversing this week, I would see straight up on Monday, take profit, go, and now you can make a new low. Technically, this would be interesting, but also bear in mind, Trump says within May they should open up. It looks to me that the corona cases is on a downturn. China is getting back online. Norway is opening up schools, not schools, but kindergartens around 20th, and 27th hairdressers and stuff can be back into business. So in Norway, we're also starting to ease up, even though we're very restrictive. We are starting to ease up. That means mentally there is an end of the tunnel for some countries, and also the death rates in Italy is going down, but also America is still increasing and is likely to increase in my mind. So for me, it seems like it's more positive. Then that doesn't fit dollar strength, but I just have to have it in my mind. But I'm going to buy it as long as it doesn't make a new low and it starts falling again. Okay, so any pullback, and especially at especially this consolidation here, that's not a good enough reason to say this is selling. Okay, there is no good reason here to say this is selling. So any rise above here, any close above here, any pullback will then be seen as an opportunity to go higher and up to 1040 or higher. Okay, that's what I believe. if you're a seller, you really need a new low pullback, so back to the same 108.88, but you need it to stay below 0.935. Okay, you need to be below here, and then you can sell it down again. That's your trade plan. And if it just goes up, then it's no longer your trade plan. Then you wait for next week, okay, or for the reversal of the bigger, or a bigger reversal by towards the end of the week. Andrew, you have given me a lot of pairs now. Okay, that's good. Thank you, Bruno. You're welcome. Let's start with pound yen. You said pound yen. Okay. Pound yen. What are we doing here? We are still in the same. USD and yen are potentially also reversing. That means that if it goes straight up to 37,100 this week without any pullbacks, that is to be seen to be a reversal down. But I don't necessarily see, okay, well, I see it, I definitely see it, and I definitely acknowledge that it's a possibility. Since we, on this area here, did not follow through and fell and fell and fell, but instead we made a new high, is at least for now, until now, this week, going into next week, we're still bullish. Okay, so we're bullish until it makes a new low and fails to make a new high. So any new high, any pullback, and then continue higher. 100 pip stop loss. What is 100 pip stop loss? If you entered at current close price, that is, if it's 135.60, then 134.60 is your stop loss with 100 pips. And target is 37,100. Okay, sounds amazing to me. Sounds amazing to you. What else? What is your risk? Well, your real resistance is really at 137 anyways. I don't believe that this is going to be the high. It can, for that matter. I don't know the future, neither do you. But it sounds a bit, why would you stop in the middle of a previous range? Okay. And is there any specific, yeah, and then that's a 6108 retracement. Okay. Then that would be a serious challenge. And we are above 50, so okay, good. Definitely bullish this week. Then you had Euro Yen. Euro Yen to me is like, where is the trend? Can anyone tell me the trend on Euro Yen at the moment? Because I can see it, okay? So for me, it's kind of, I don't know, well, should you? Maybe you shouldn't. But the range is quite high. There's a lot of pips in here. And if we're turning lower this week, or I would still look for a reversal around between 1970 and 2050. So in this area. So it's not as high, but if you say that this is resistance, then we're into something. Or this is resistance, okay? Can you say that's also resistance? Yeah, okay. So you have, if it goes above here, then you have a buy. But at both challenges of 119.72 and 120.50 is definitely resistance, but for you, you take profit at 119.72 and wait for next week. Okay? I would then say, okay, good. Now, price was like ranging, though it was the week of Easter, lower volatility. but any break above 1873, you can see that's 2. Can you see that here? Any break above 1872, 76 makes it a good buy to buy again, okay? And a pullback. Good. Then you have pound New Zealand. Well, anyone who has any other pairs, I'm really doing Andrew now. So if you have anything else, please come forward. Come forward, please. You're welcome. Any with infants, any families with children, please come forward. Are you on yens? Okay. So Andrew, I asked you ahead, and I haven't prepared everything. Please do this ahead of the webinar. You know that I asked you, so please, you know my drill. Yeah, I just want to send a message because now there's a lot of pairs that I haven't seen before you wanted. You said you were okay with the majors, and this is not majors. Then who else? Pound New Zealand. I just know that that was okay. I'm just going to do it very quickly. Oh, I forgot to do it. Okay, fine. Whatever. We have sell area, almost take profit. For this week, we are support and resistance, and I think we're going back down to 2. So if this is the move, any pullback down to 2. Okay. Stop loss above here at 206.60, and that would make it more bullish again. Then that's that. So then we have any pounds left? Any pounds? We're done with pound. Euro pound is sideways, people. So I don't know why we should do that. It didn't meet any targets. So any break above here seems to be bullish. Any break above 108, 08830, no 40, okay. Or any break below 87.56. So then that's bearish. So any break like that, then higher, then new low, okay? And if it breaks above here, then it's like this, and then that. So I think you can ask me tomorrow, maybe see how the price action is. Is there anything here? Then unless we just leave it until it does anything at all. Because a range will be range bound until it breaks. Then you have USD yen and USD CAD. I can do that. Okay, fine, good. And then gold. Going back up here, USD CAD. I did USD CAD yesterday. I hope you all see that in my other video that I have. Weekly Forex Forecast for Euro USD, Pound USD, Pound Yen USD CAD, USOIL. So if you haven't seen that one, that's from yesterday. And for some crazy reason, it was bad voice. I don't know why. I've done nothing to it. And all of a sudden, it just wants to be a kid. So we have support here. I am believing it will be broken. And any pullbacks back up to 40, 45 is seen to be good for you. Or 41 is okay. But yeah. Sorry about that. So I believe we're going lower. I believe that I did mute you, by the way. I believe that we are going lower all the way down to 37.79. What else should I tell you? I know I was bullish last week and I flipped during the week because I saw that my trade plan from every year actually fulfilled itself and it was actually coming true. The dollar weakness actually happened, which I plan for every year in April. And I don't know why I was bullish on, well, I guess it's a sentiment that I had, and last week it really turned lower. Then yeah, okay, fine. That's that. This is also depending on oil going higher for this to fall. And if you're a buyer, I would believe that's your price, and you want it to come above 141 and then higher all the way up to 42.76. I also believe you should have 100 pip stop loss just in case, but not more than 1% per trade. Okay, is that good, people? Any likes, any comments on that? Or am I just boring you? So if you have given you any value, any targets, anything at all that you find reasonable and appreciative, please give me the feedback. Unless I'll be out of here. Awesome. Okay, so that was USD CAD. So we are very at the support, going lower, at least down to 37.79 or lower. USD yen, I think it was. No, I was skipped gold. I'm sorry. I'm doing gold now. Gold. Nothing else than gold now. No, he has been waiting for so long, Mr. Mazin. Sorry for that. Talk too much. That's all. We're going to have a good time anyways, people. Okay. So what do you see here? Let's do this, okay? So what do we see? I see nothing. I see no trend. I see down. I see up. I see just where we started kind of March. Is this interesting to you? And then something happened end of last week. Okay, maybe this will be changed. But we're technically bullish. We're at resistance, but we are way above our sell price for the month. We are above the target for last week. We continued higher, so I believe we're going to go still higher, up to 17.25. That's a new high, by the way. But then it can actually change downwards. So when it kind of goes up to 720, it can reverse. So if they start taking profit up here, if they start taking profit up here, then it can go down with a bang. Going down with a bang, I mean fall hard and fast, kind of like this scenario here. Just barely touch it, like here. Barely touch it and then down. Not that fast, but yeah. So the higher you are now, the more risk you're adding to your trade. But if you were a buyer, this is definitely at the beginning of this month was your entry. But I said not until above 1640. Okay, then this was your entry. And if this was your entry, then that's your target. Awesome. Are you going to sell here? No, you're not. You can once it has reversed on 1 hour. What do you want to see? Double top, lower low, lower high, sell. Okay, that was bad. Double top, lower low, lower high, sell. Okay, double top, lower low, lower high, sell. Do you have any very bad reversals, by the way? Very bad reversals. This is a double bottom, higher high, higher lower low again, so that's not even a good one. This one, nah. This one is just a high, and then it makes a new low, and then all of a sudden, and then this one, yeah. Okay, anyways, so apparently the reversals on gold hasn't been great as of this month. Past 30 days. So maybe it can just fall. Gold, hope you're well. Patadia, thank you. I'm very well. You know, I smile. We're having fun. We're forex traders. Best thing in the world. What else there's not to be loved? Or positive. Why be negative when you can be so positive and so amazing? Because we can make money. I really love gold. Please, may you tell me your view? I think it's going to go up because of dollar weakness. But once dollar gets strong, this one is going to fall down again. Okay? So look at dollar strength or weakness when trading gold. Seeing euro, yen, and pound yen is looks bullish technically. Very true. Yeah, okay, I can agree to that. Is there anything going to strengthen the yen? Sentiment, people's opinions, not necessarily any news. Maybe there could be news on yen saying the world is crashing again, but yeah. But technically, last year it's reversed around this time, around of next week, not now, but next week. Last year it did. So that might be something, but sometimes it's just technical moves and traders wanting things to happen. Masson says, yes, thank you, lol. What about sellers? I have a sell at 1600. You should have taken stop loss at 1640. It can fall from now, but you should have taken stop loss definitely here, 1640. I would actually have taken stop loss here at 1624, just above this one though, if I sold here or here. Yeah, so that should be stop loss. Please forecast silver also. Silver, I haven't done silver in a very long time now, people. I think I did something last week of it. Okay, interesting. Interesting. I've said that's a sell, and I've said that's a buy, and I'm thinking this one going down apparently. But it's going to go higher. No, it has gone higher. I'm wrong. I'm always wrong on this one. I don't know why. God, please help me. That was a bit too much. So what do we see? We see that it's really struggling to go higher. It makes higher high, higher low, higher. Okay, until when? That seems to be a strong resistance. Okay, you can continue to take it up to 1650 then, here, at least for this week. Mazen, what can I set a sell level? I said 1640. You're welcome. Nice to see you happy. You're welcome. Brightic. Patadia. Awesome. Analysis on crude oil, please. I have done that in the beginning of this video. It all depends on what OPEC does and if it's enough. So there's a meeting today on OPEC, meeting plus means also Russia, and also maybe also America. So that really determines if there will be a gap, if the price is going to fall. So if there's no deal, if it's still the same as Friday, and over the weekend I feel like there's more risk or more anxiety or more, not risk, uncertainty. Uncertainty drives oil price lower. So if there's nothing, I believe it's going to go lower. If there is a deal that's better, I think we're going to go higher. And target is 28 for buyers for this week and 24 sellers. So pick your battles. Euro New Zealand. Behind there, I haven't done New Zealand Euro in New Zealand in a very long time. So anyone on Euro USD? Anyone on Aussie USD? New Zealand USD? Anyone? Okay. So what do we see here, people? Okay, we took profit last week. What do we see? What do we see with the drunken sailor? What do we do with the drunken sailor? We are technically going lower. We are technically going lower. So I said, if any breakout, trade a pullback. And I haven't looked at this one actually. Look at that, mate. Wow. Okay, clap for me. I just did this on last week's Sunday. I haven't touched it ever since. Look what it did. Okay, happy profits for those who took that one. Then I would say what's going to happen this week. Then any pullback lower, then lower. Then the first resistance support is at 76.60, and then I don't think this is likely though, but you know, just that's the next one. So here we have, okay, there might be also something here, but okay. So I have set down to 76.60, 76.60, or potentially, I don't think this is going to happen now, but that's more longer term, 72.40. Okay. USD, can we do it again? Can you please tell me about the different Forex platform and their graphs? Are they similar? Kanchan, let me think before I answer you. You're talking about TradingView, maybe also MT4, MT5. MT4 I separate. Okay, so MT4 is a trading platform where you can enter your trades but also analyze. I don't do that because I don't want to be entering trades when I'm analyzing. I want that to be a separate operation, so that I can analyze in peace and calm without adding anything, because I've entered like one lot on a very small account, so I've made my mistakes. I have like, okay, I want to only do TradingView. TradingView is one of the reasons right now. You can see it up here in the corner, tradingview.com. It's free, so I would use that one. And I have a video in my, I have a TradingView video on my YouTube channel actually. It was actually the most popular video that I've ever done until I now started becoming more popular. But it has more than 1,000 views. Okay, awesome. And am I able to find it for you? Okay, let me check if I can find it very fast. Okay, how fast can you be? Så it's done. Let's see. It's called How to Use TradingView. Okay, it's how to use TradingView. How to use TradingView. Okay, good. So tell me if you are able to see that one, or if not, then do something about it. Manal, I cannot understand. I don't understand Arabic. Sorry. So something about oil, Basen? I don't understand Arabic. Do you copy trade? I don't copy trade. But I want to give you, copy trade is one time knowledge, but I want to give you long-term knowledge, so you can become the successful forex trader you should be. And if you need knowledge, there is courses below, or there's a Discord. You can ask me and I will help you for free. But of course, the course is for you to get access to all my shortcuts. It's also possible to do it on your own for free, fine. But if you want to do it fast, become better faster, then you can pay. But fine, you don't need to. Nobody needs to. I'm not pushing you to do anything that you don't want to. I only want to sell to people who want to be helped. So if you don't want to be helped, fine. There is nothing we can do about it. But if you need help in technical analysis, there is courses for you in the description below. Aussie USD. Also in the Discord, I also tell you what entries I have. No, what trades I take. So do you call that a copy trade? I don't know. It's not. I don't have a service that says that. Aussie USD seems like this to me this week, with a target of 69.59, but I also feel like this resistance here is strong. So can we turn around here? Most definitely, okay? But I also believe that if we are buyers, and we're just going to go buy. Okay. And since we're a buyer and we buy all the time, we want it to come down to 62.42, and then we take it up to 65.60. 65.50, sorry, 65.50. 65.50. Yeah, that's my use. And then if it turns around now, fine. Okay. Doesn't matter to me. I will only trade my buys, and I don't care what the market does to it, because I can't force market to do what I want it to do. I can only go by the market, trade the setups I want to, in the market condition I want to trade in, then peace. And if it gives me profits, then fine. But of course I have a system. Of course I've done this again and again and again and again for the past 6 years. So I know that I will eventually be fine, okay, and right. So if I have 6 stop losses, I might have 1 that is 3 times the income than all those 6 losses. Okay, or even up to 10. It doesn't matter. We really wait for signal group. But okay, I have in the Discord channel given you entries of when I have entered. So if that's a signal, then you can use it for that for what you want. But for me, I have said that. I expect USD weakness from now until June 10th. Leon, yeah, okay, Hi, Oscar. Welcome back, by the way. We can discuss that. Maybe. Will it be use weakness? Okay, okay. That's a good plan, by the way. That's a good plan, by the way. We can talk about oil. I have talked about oil, Mazen. You can go back in this video. I'm done with those one now. Sorry about that, Evan. I was chatting with Mazen in Arabic. Okay. Don't talk negatively about me, because then I will be very angry. What is it? What is it? Shalom alaikum? I can't remember that right now. Shalom alaikum. Something like that. This is not signal. No, it's in the group, Mazen. It's in the group of Discord channel. Why I can't? Okay, good. I will then do pound USD. Who is that? That is Kieran. Good. Then we can do USD. I believe this is higher than this highs, so well, this is going to happen. But if it makes a new low now, I would say, that can engage sellers. So I would want it to make a breakout of this highs here, then a pullback. Then we can take it up to 126, or even better, if it goes all the way up to 127.50, awesome. So I would rather see a high than a pullback before buying, not a new low. But if it makes a new low, then we are breaking this resistance, and it was a lot of consolidation, and then Friday was a new low. So I would rather have it to go higher, 50 pip stop loss, or 100, sorry. That would be a very high entry, but I believe that's maybe the better, what I want to see, than not. Assalamu alaikum. Yeah, just laugh, Kazim. Just laugh. Yeah, just laugh. Laugh. Can you force major indices? I have talked about S&P. I have been to US Tech. I have talked to NASDAQ, and I believe they're all bullish. You're also gonna buy Aussie USD. That's good. After correction, thanks. I'm on track. Okay, thank you, Hasan. Thank you, Mazen. You're so kind. Okay, so just going to go through very fast on the USDs. I feel like I need to do that. Okay, target is 65.50. Okay, any pullback on Aussie USD going higher. Euro USD, we are looking into target of 1040 or higher, but on all USDs, we are believing that it could potentially turn around this week, but still, okay, up to here or above. This can also be a longer term new trend because the sellers in Euro USD has left the building, okay? We have a change of 188,000 contracts in a market of, I don't know, maybe 300. So a lot of short contracts has gone, okay? They're gone. So I believe that those who shorted back in 2018, that we might go back up to 120. Listen to me, we might go back up to 120. And this might be the move and the low. I don't know. I'm just saying. Once we have a clear of all this coronavirus, all these shenanigans. Okay? Good. Pound USD, I said it, I guess. That's target of 126.30. And somebody complains that I can't remember what I say. 126.37, okay? Or up to 127. Okay? Between here. Pound yen, okay, sorry, people. 137.100, pullback, up. Gold, I believe is going up to 17.25. I believe that's where we're going. USD CAD, 37.70, going down, down, down. US oil going up to 28. New Zealand dollar we haven't talked about. We can still do the same thing. We can go back to 60.100 and up all the way down to 62.20. Okay, 62.20 there. That's what I believe could be the target. So 100. So SL. Oops, that was not wrong. That was wrong. So SL 100 pips, not more than 1%. Okay, 1% should be 100 pips. Okay, USD Swiss. I believe we're going lower, down to 95.60. Okay, 95.60. Any pullback up to 96.90, it seems to be a good area to start selling again. Stop loss above here. That's how simple it is. But like I said, I really thank you for sharing your time. Your traders like you are guiding them in a proper what to see in the market and do the analysis and then decide. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Kanchan, go to my Discord channel in the link in the description below. Then you can talk to me. Then if you want to talk to me more, you can talk to me there. Okay, use the Discord channel. You can access it by website, by the app, or mobile phone. Okay, sounds awesome. USD Swiss, you're not reading my request. What have I lost on USD Swiss? I'm just doing USD Swiss now. Cousin. What do you want? I'm doing now. Twitter's like US. Yeah, thank you. Also USD, I was on a buy, but I stepped out on Thursday. Some profits. I'm still afraid of the long weekend gap. Andrew. Okay, then that's that for you. I'm sorry for your, what do you call it? Fear. You should stop doing those fears because Aussie USD doesn't gap much. Unless there is something happening, but it doesn't really happen, people. Okay? Can you see a lot of gaps in this market here? There is one here only. Do you have any other gaps here? How many weeks is this? This is since February. So you have one gap here since February. I don't find that valid. You should just, okay? believe that it will be around the same price again. Okay, gaps is not. It's not. It's not something that you should be afraid of. You should use it, utilize it, and say, okay, since there's a gap here now, that's actually to my advantage. Okay, should be an advantage. You should be with the gap, and if it gaps against you, okay, but you should be thinking news and gaps is for you. Also, people, on Friday I uploaded a conversation that I had with Jared about those things. It's around 15 minutes into it, around the NFP. I talk about how to utilize the market positively, how to utilize news, how to utilize gaps, how to utilize news events as something positive. Okay? Why? Because if you're fearing the market, why are we here? If we are in fear, fear is not good. Okay? Do you think that a dentist is going to punish you or help you? Okay? Does the dentist punish you or helps you? It helps you with your teeth. It's a resource. Okay? A teacher, at least in the Western world, or at least for those who is good and kind teachers, those I'm talking about, those not those who is bad. Are they a resource or they're to punish you? They're supposed to be a resource, okay? Our teacher has knowledge that you don't have, so the market has knowledge you don't have, so you need to find it, utilize it for your benefit. That's how you become a better trader. Okay? Fear, we all have fear. But until a certain point, I can no longer be fearful, because if I'm fearful in my trading, I can't trade. I will do all kinds of things. I will be doing demo then instead if I'm fearful. Or not trade at all. Yeah, Kasim, I'm sorry about USD space. I will switch to space, but you know, here I am. Sorry. Oscar says Forex has to be boring without attachment of any trade. If you get excited or for winners or losers, you means you lack experience or over leveraging. Boom, 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 boom. Awesome. Oscar Leon is just at the right time with the right mindset. Awesome. Yusuf, hello. TradingView is internet enabled. You can't use it offline, but other use in terms of charting tools, also more options of instruments. Well, you need, I don't know, you need charts if you're using MT4 and MT5 as well. You need internet, for those who doesn't have internet. So yeah, I guess you just have to buy a bigger bundle, and yeah, I don't know, or you get fixed internet from Safaricom or something. I have that. Awesome, 10 MB, good. It does cost us something in the month, but yeah, it's better to have one big large portion with internet per month instead of buying more small. Because the bigger bundle you buy at once, the more discount you get. Hope you're doing well. I'm very fine, Yusuf. As you can see, I'm smiling. I'm still smiling. I'm happy. You think the market will be slow this Monday because of holiday? Yeah, it can potentially be that. But I think also Tuesday we will increase on volatility. That could potentially be something. Solomon Silon, hello brother. That's actually my brother-in-law. Hey family, what's up, bro? Just read Mark Douglas on fear and your strong psyche. Or you can just talk to me and I can tell you anything on psychology. No, it's really important that, as you might say, as I earlier talked about, that I don't care what the market do when I have entered a trade. Do you remember that conversation we had earlier? That's me not having emotions, but I have a technical view that I want to see happening, and if it doesn't happen, I don't care. Because I have a trade plan, I have a proven record that over 10 trades, I have one good winner that can take all the losses away and move me in a good way. But of course, those losses are not 300 pips each. Then maybe 20, 50, 100, okay? So if you have 300 in loss, you have 300 in SL, but you were managing to catch this move somewhere here, then you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have 4 trades with 500 pips each. That's 2,000, but you lost 300 on the way. So if you get 2,000, if you get 2,000 pips a month, you lose 300. You are 1,700 plus. That's how my system works. I'm short on Aussie USD and Pound USD. Okay, so you have, okay, fine, Yusuf, you're fine, but it's bullish and it's likely to go higher, and that's what I believe it's going to do this week. So I hope you have stop losses. Awesome. Kasim says, wow, this is awesome. Habit. Just enter on your confidence. Yes. Which other pair have I not done that has been requested? Any pairs? I'm going back up through here. Let's see. Gold and oil. I've done gold and oil. I'm done with the gold and oil. Then copy trade. You can talk to me, Mazen. Yeah, okay, so good. I also wanted to do, so we are euro, we have pound, we have gold, we have oil. That's all in the intro here. Just going to do here, that's around back down to 2. Pound New Zealand, pound New Zealand, pound New Zealand, go back to 2. Pound USD, that's nothing there. And then pound yen, nothing there. Pound Swissy, I thought it was going down. This is sideways, but it looks to be bullish to me. So any pullback and going higher. Back up to maybe potentially also up to here, which is 122, or ultimately up to 125. 125.50. Pound CAD did nothing this week. This can be seen as a short position if CAD gets stronger now. Then we can go lower back down to 70.38. Okay, this. Technically, that's how it, I was wrong. Technically, it looks this. But if it does this, then we're going back up. Okay, so it's just what ifs. Plan A and plan B. What if this happens? Then we do this. If it doesn't happen, but something else happens, then we do this instead. Okay, so if it doesn't fall here, okay, then we can look for it to fall up here. So always plan A and plan B. No strings attached. It's like, yeah, okay, I'll pound Aussie for you then. This is a bullish entry of the week beginning, but this is definitely the price you want to sell from. So if you sell from 98.77 down to 91. What is risk to reward ratio? Is this? I'm not sure which I'm talking about, but what I do, I think, well, I don't know, it depends sometimes. It's minimally 1 to 2 to 1, but I am up in 1 to 5 sometimes. So it all depends on the trade and how long I can make it go until it kind of reverses back down again. So yeah. So if you risk 50 and get 500, that's 1 to 10. Okay, 50. That's just 10. 10, okay? But if you get 200, that's 4 to 1. So, or 1 to 10, whatever it is. 4 to 1. So yeah, it all depends how much pips I'm able to get out of it. But yeah. with 50 pip TP, you think you should. With 50 pips take profit, you think I should exit my position or wait? You should have stop losses. Okay? If your stop loss is hit or supposed to be hit, or you're more than 100 pips in stop loss, if it makes higher highs, then you should get out. And you should only sell in bearish markets, okay? So you were on Aussie. So is this a bearish market? No, it's not a bearish market, okay? Is this a bearish market? Is last week a bearish market? No, it's not a bearish market. This might tell that it could potentially reverse, but it has not. Okay? It has yet not done it. Pound yen. Do you provide signals? Go to my Discord channel, Imran, and we'll talk about it. It doesn't matter if you're a bull or a bear, both makes money. The key is that when you're on the right side of the trade, you have to let your winners run. Oscar Leon is my new favorite person. But people, we are 24 people here right now. Who doesn't? Why are you not giving me any likes? What have I done now? I've laughed. I have given you a lot of value. We're here for 1 hour now. Any likes at all? Come on, mate. We're having fun. I would have like for a fun or for knowledge. This is knowledge. CAD, yen, and CAD and Swissy. Okay, I will do the very good for you then. Okay, what is this? Was ist das? So this is just sideways, people. Euro yen has done very differently. CAD yen has done something else, and I don't know what. I would say don't trade it actually. Okay, can we do that? Maybe target if it does break above, then target is 79. But if it then breaks lower, just breaks this low here, then we're back down to 75, 77. Okay? So if it does this, then you can do this, then that. And if it does that, you do that. Okay? Depends what are you, bull or bear. But it's very, yeah, nicht gut, meine Freund, if you know German. It's not a good trend. It's not a good setup. It's just range. This is a range in the range of the range. Okay? Swissy yen. I haven't seen this for a while. And I wouldn't be shocked if it goes higher, up to at least 113. But there is no trend, mate. There is no trend. We trade with a trend. We don't do this. So this is too much up and down for me. There was a trend, but there is no trend. Yeah, sorry, mate. Look at that, more thumbs up, mate. Also, thank you guys. Actually, thank you guys for all your likes. The best support and resistance are previous peaks and bottoms. Pachadia, yes, it is. Well, it also has to, in my world, be a target for buyers or sellers as well. Then it becomes even better support or resistance, okay? Let's do EURUSD, for example, okay? So even though, wrong EURUSD, apparently. Even though, is this the right one? Yeah, this is the right one, okay. So even though, I don't know why I have so much trouble here. Okay, so, okay, fine. So even though this is a good low, it has to be a target. Look, target. And here we have, again, resistance because it's a sell area. Here, sell area, plan A, plan B worked. Then this is a monthly target. And then it goes back up again. So target makes the price go up again. That's what makes it a good support. Okay? And then if you turn it around and say, where is there resistance? Well, for that week, there was something resistance here. There was some resistance, but it didn't hold. Okay? Then okay. And then this was the next week's target after that. That really held. And then it went lower than that. Okay? So if you can also make it into, like here, that's the target for the month. That's the entry. That's the target. Boom. That's much better than just saying, and also it's because of this one. That is better. So you have double confirmation. I think that's what you call it in English. Okay? Awesome. You are the man. Happy Easter, från Austin. Molly. Awesome, mates. What else, people? I am actually literally feeling a bit exhausted. Lack of sleep, I guess. But I feel like I've done a lot of pairs. I've given you a lot of value. I've said you should look on Friday's video. I had a conversation with Jared in terms of how to utilize the video is really about when to enter the market and how many times to enter. When do I look at the market? It also is which time frames do I use. NFP we have talked about. We have talked about fundamental analysis and carry trade. We have also talked about pivot points, which is this, what you can see in front for you here. Just take it away. So, pivot points is really targets for me in the future, future support and resistance. So I can say like here, for example, when price is here, and I say okay, future resistance and pivot points is in this area here. In the future, I can't see it now, but I want it to go up here. Or if I'm a seller, I want it to go back down here. Okay, then we shall see. It went back up to this price. Okay, then the buyers wanted, sellers didn't, and they took profit at the prices they should be taking profit. Okay, that's pivot points. Or you can also see it as entries for the week, areas to enter, and also areas to take profit. Yeah. What else? You said gold. Gold, I believe, is going to go up because of USD weakness. But if USD now turns around this week, we might have gold reversing. Okay? So we are going higher. I believe we're going up to 17.25. But any reversal will make it not so good area. Top 1% elite trader. Oscar, please go to my Discord channel and have a chat with me. I think we'll have a lot of fun. Yeah, so it's going to go up. That's what I believe. That's my mind says. But plan B is if it makes a reversal pattern. Red alert, red alert, red alert, red alert, red alert. And if it goes fast, like by Tuesday, we are back up here at 127, 17.25, I will be like, get out. Okay? That's that. Awesome, people. Thank you guys for all the likes. For all those who has given me likes. I deeply appreciate it. If you were not here, I wouldn't be doing this, and I wouldn't be for so long here. So thank you guys for joining me. Go to my Discord channel if you want to talk to me, and don't risk money you can afford to lose. Don't risk more than 1%. Don't lose more than 5% a month. That's interesting. And yeah, happy Easter, and take care of your family and your friends, and be good people. And we have the best job in the world, also in a recession. Awesome, people. Cheers.